Hello, how you doing today? I wanted to talk to you and try and help you with writer's block or creativity block. That sense of you have things that you want to do and you're just feeling stuck, right? It happens to all of us. Yes, right. I've been writing and painting and performing and photos and just a lifelong creative, and I know that there's a process to this, or I know maybe not process, but cycles. And so things come and go. But I kind of wanted to give you a series of questions today that you can sit with, you can dive in, you can take notes, you can stop and start and kind of come in and out as you need. But I'm just going to give you a series of questions and explain why I'm asking them. And they will hopefully, and they usually help people get through whatever is kind of blocking them. It just makes us look at what's going on inside, what's going on externally, what's in our control, what we can change, what we can't change, and try and get us back feeling we have some agency and we have some desire and motivation and discipline to be creative again, to keep going. So one of the first questions I want to ask you is just kind of what's going on right now. I want you to think about what's going on in your life right now for you. For me right now, for example, I'm a novelist and I'm known mostly as a writer, but I'm really not writing anything fresh. And so I've been sitting with that, which is partly why I've started doing these videos and started just conceptualizing a little more the practice of looking at what's going on and trying to understand. So first things to really look at for yourself is what's going on in your life right now that is in your control. Like, what are you feeling blocked? Is there something that feels frustrating for you about being creative? And just take a moment. You can write about it, you can think about it, you can just put it in the back of your head. Just try and understand what's feeling frustrating right now. Next question leads into is like, what would you like to be doing? Like, for me, I've decided that I'm just going to let the writing go for a while, and I've sort of redirected my creative energy into a different direction. And so I'm painting and I'm playing with different kinds of paintings and multimedia aspects. Is there something that you could do that you have this one goal? Go tangent or go in a completely different direction. Think about other ways that you can express yourself. You can just be creative and playful, because right, that's what we're mostly doing, is creating, is letting things out, whether it's things that we see, yes, I'm painting landscapes, whether it's things that we see or things that we feel, whether someone looks at whatever we created and they understand it, doesn't really matter. It's for us to get stuff out. It's an energy, it's a playfulness. So how can you play? Could you play in your kitchen? Could you rearrange the furniture in your home? Is there something that you can do, that you have agency over, that you can do for yourself that would make you feel like you're being creative? Because that one little spark might start another little spark, that might start another little spark. So I would say next sort of things is to consider is, once those sparks start taking off and you start that little wildfire, probably shouldn't say that in this situation. No, we'll not even use that language or that metaphors or anything. So once you start getting that energy, that playfulness going again, like, where could you take it? Like, what would that look like in your day-to-day life? Would you be someone like me that basically every day I paint or I make something or I create something? Even if it's just a fancy meal for myself, or I go for a walk in the woods with the dogs and we explore, and I just take note. I notice the birds, I notice the hummingbird, there's even a bald eagle around here, there are some kestrels, there's, let's see, what else have we seen? We've seen the squirrels, dogs chase squirrels, rabbits, I've seen paw prints for some kind of big cat, and I'm not sure what, but I'm taking note. Is there something that you could do, even if you're not letting it back out? Consume. What are you consuming? Are you consuming things, good things like this? Are you consuming things on the screens, Or are you consuming things outside? Are you able to talk to someone that you haven't spoken to for a while and pay attention? Something might come up that really inspires you that, again, take note, pay attention. Where our attention goes, that's where our energy goes, right? I mean, that's basic discovered neuroscience, neuroplasticity. So let's refocus and think about what are you consuming and then what are you also creating. So if you're consuming things, hopefully you've come onto YouTube because you're looking for something specific. It might be this, it might not, I don't know. But if we're consuming things, say from YouTube, is it stuff that feeds us, or is it just stuff that is just kind of doom scrolling, right? And I know the last month or so I've been having a bit of a bad habit of just doom scrolling over shorts, and yeah, they're all great, and I even put a bunch up, and yeah, they're fun, but they're not feeding me that much. I want something more substantial. And so partly why I'm doing this is so to offer you something a little more substantial, some ideas to think about. So think about what you're consuming and take note and see if any of these things that you're consuming, are they quality or is it quantity? What's it giving you? So that's something else to sit with. Another thing is to think about what's your current roadblock. Is it finances? A lot of the time, like for artists, there's not much, there's not much. There's a lot that you have to pay out in order to get the canvases, to get all the paints, to get the brushes. Is there a way to circumvent that? For me, for example, I'll keep using me for an example because that's the only person here. So me, using watercolors. You can get like a little watercolor kit from one of the big box stores for under $10, $20 say. And that little watercolor kit is more than enough to start painting. Little piece of paper, little watercolor kit. I can't afford a 3 foot by 4 foot canvas and all the paints it would take to paint on that right now. But I actually have some because someone gave me some. Because I went to an estate sale. That's another idea. You can check out estate sales. You'll often find things there. So think about things that you can do that what the roadblocks are, and start thinking about ways around that roadblock. Not necessarily pushing it aside, not pretending it's not there, but maybe the roadblock is time. How can you carve out 5-10 minutes each day, preferably, just to start something? And so I would suggest, if you can, find those 5-10 minutes. And if you don't have 5-10 minutes for yourself every day, you might want to think about that, because we only have one life, and this is it. And there's too much grief, and there's too much stress, and there's too much everything. We've got to take care of ourselves, and we've got to appreciate what we've got when we've got it. So try and think about how you can have this little magical time for yourself, even if it means you get up 10 minutes earlier, before your family, before your kids. You have to retrain your dogs not to expect food and walks immediately just because you got up. Whatever it is, find that 5-10 minutes and write for a minute. Just write down 3 questions. Well, answer 3 questions. Today, for example, I am looking forward to, finish the sentence. Today, I am grateful for, finish the sentence. Today, I am committed to, finish the sentence. These 3 things come from a podcast by Dr. Ronglan Chatterjee in England. Well worth listening to. His podcast is called Feel Better, Live More. Lots of great ideas, and he just did a recent episode on creativity with someone, and how being creative actually helps us in the long term. It helps us in our health, it helps us in our mental health. So just another tangent. But anyways, so my challenge to you is to take 5-10 minutes a day for yourself. Start with those little questions and then just free write. If you want more prompts and you want to be part of like a community, think about what a creative community is for you. Is it jumping on YouTube and finding people, all the different people, all of us on here that have different ideas? Find someone that resonates with you and follow them and get some ideas from them and actually act on some of their prompts. And my final thing for today, I'll do more of these videos, but my final thought for today is that when you find someone that resonates with you, that you like their style, you've seen enough of their content to be like, oh, she speaks to me. They have a similar aesthetic or a similar route or ideas that wake me up, inspire me, excite me. Follow that person. And whether it's me or not, it doesn't matter. But I want you to find someone that you want to be on the same path with them, at least for a while. And commit to that one person, because it's so easy with all of social media and with all of the content everywhere, mine included, that it gets too noisy. It gets too easy to jump around and not really try anything and not really stay on one source of inspiration. And so I suggest to you that you find a source of inspiration, you find a creative community or a creative cohort that feeds you. Because, I mean, really, creativity thrives in community. And as you can see, I don't have much of a physical community or people around, but I do have a lot online, and I am part of a group online on Skool. It's called Get Creative. And there are daily prompts there, and there's mentorship, there's editing, there's writing prompts, there's inspiration back and forth. And it's a pretty small little community, but it's open, it's public, and it's free. So look at the link below, or wherever it is. I don't know how that happens. But find a community, find a creative community where you could use Eventbrite, you could use Facebook groups. You can look in your local newspaper, your reporter, say, events, calendars, things like that. And find people and think about who you are around, and find people that you can connect with, even if it's virtually or even if it's just passively, in the sense of watching a video like this or listening to a podcast. But get your inspiration. So my challenge for you this week, or another challenge, I guess, is to find someone that you like online and follow them and stick with them and see what they say to you and see how that helps you. And also look for someone in your community, because one-on-one conversations, even actually Zoom conversations, a coaching call, a Zoom live group where you're talking to each other, even if you're not in the physically same room, but having a live conversation back and forth will inspire you, and it will fire you up, and it will get you back on track. And so hopefully a few of these questions will stick with you and you'll think about them. So in summary, think about what you're consuming. Is it quality? Or is it just quantity? Think about creative cohort. Think about creating a community for yourself that feeds you, that gives you what you need, whatever that is. And to get yourself started and trying to build a practice, creativity practice, or writing practice, or sculpting, or music, find 10 minutes a day, 5 to 10 minutes at least a day. Everyone has that. You can wake up earlier, you can go to bed later, you can just turn the bloody TV off and turn the screens off. But take 5-10 minutes a day for yourself, answer some questions, think about what's holding you back right now, what's blocking you. Think about how you can circumnavigate those roadblocks. Do you need to take a tangent? Do you need to go in a different direction? Think about what you're bringing in and what you want to put out. And just give yourself some directions. Think of it as a map, mapping your creative life, okay? So anyways, I hope that's enough for today. Stick around, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, my main goal is to try and get you to be more creative and enjoy what you're doing and get through any kind of roadblocks. Find a creative community that works for you, and to take the next step. Keep going. Be creative. Get creative and have fun and express yourself. All right? So there you go. That's it for today. Bye.